True.
Silver Fox grandfather.
Yo, understand this. There's no time limit on me, goddammit. Oh shit. Anyways. Long as it's over, now fire blank. Hell yeah. But anyways.
Garden has started. So once again, welcome back, gentlemen, to another episode of Controversial Topics. No, we don't need a count now. We get straight into the meat of the matter. So, we have here with our usual host, Mr. Xavier Doctor, who is munching on some, I presume, cereal. I would presume. But just a wake up. Don't know if it's a wonderful dream you have or what.
Red card on the motion that it's too early for the effort.
No. I'm in a very...
What is second?
It's too early. Too early.
We have the legendary Bradshaw himself.
I haven't said anything deserving of a red card yet, so.
No, I mean, I haven't said anything wrong, have I?
Yet.
Let's see. All right, let's see if I can go one episode without saying something very bad. Fingers crossed. And you have me.
Alan, you never put this out to the viewers and the fans. Don't ever make it a challenge, you know. How many do you think that's gonna survive this episode? Write it down in the comment section. How much are you feeling really gonna survive this? I'm just saying. Just saying.
Unfortunately, gentle people, we do not know where Rajiv is. I'm presuming being stressed out or depressed. Seems to be a trait these days. Natori is MIA, and we have no females for this podcast at the moment. So yeah.
And the topic would have been so well if you had a female guest.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying. Well, yeah, I get it.
But before we start, I just want to say thank you to all my friends, especially you two gentlemen, for pushing me towards finally getting that last pass on my course.
Congrats.
Even though the piece of paper will catch dust, you better catch dust in my back room than with GC. That's all I can say.
There you go, my man. Congratulations. You're one of us now. Yay! Moving on.
Yo, the fitness is real.
I know, right?
But anyways, it's my topic once more.
Yep.
He's feeling the effects of his dream and his brain overloading. So this week, we need to speak about co-workers in jobs that have relationships. Why it seems that they are, how can I say this, more crazy than our regular relationship people, or are these the same? I don't know about you, but I think I've had just about enough of this nonsense. So, I'll give you guys a little rundown of the scenario that played out. So, one of them is 23. One left out of high school or still is going to still trying to finish CXCs, along those lines. 6 formers. Don't really know, don't care. He's 18. Two of them have a crush on each other. Two of them talk to each other from pre-processing till now. However, there seems to be a miscommunication of what each wants. She claims that she's not
frozen up.
What? Well, Roger, what?
I said you're kind of frozen. I don't know why. You seem frozen.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm hearing it.
But yeah, she says she's not ready. Understand? To an extent. He's saying that he's willing to work. Once he's willing to get through his issues day by day, even if it means he has to put in a lot of work. And that is commendable, especially if you're a man who is 18 in Jamaica. Because most men don't go to therapy at 18. But here's where I start to take a bit of an issue now, gents. He's way too emotional, especially if you're a young man who just left out of one shithouse school like Cornell College. Way too emotional. But I think that's more down to his family more than anything else. But there has to be some accountability for him. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right. But if he's sensible, it will still take a while if he doesn't have proper guidance.
Yes.
True. But on the other side of the spectrum, I don't know about you, but I'm the only one who sees when females speak to more than one guy on a continuous basis, even if it's just as friends and you like her. Am I the only one who finds that a bit? I don't know. When I try to find a word for it, I don't want to say it's slutty behavior because it's not. But am I the only one who sees that as some form of a flag? Don't know which color yet.
All right. It depends on the context in which it's done. You understand me? I mean, I know lots of women who use that as an excuse to live and pretend to do certain questionable, things.
Yeah.
Then again, there are the few who actually are on the level, even though they attract male friends or male attention. They know exactly their worth and they know exactly what them about. So again, it depends. You understand? So, like I said, in the context in which it's done, and also it depends on the maturity of the man in question. Yes, it does matter. A young man.
No matter if you look on the phone call, I want him to know the face that I'm referring to in terms of the lady.
Okay.
But yeah, spot on with that, brother, because me and you hold a conversation. Me and the man are friend. I won't say that I don't speak to him because I'm behavior. And I call him up on nonsense enough time. I mean, this man literally have a mental breakdown in front of me while I drive one night. Man tell me backstory to an extent. And a typical thing, mother did not get what she wanted from the father, kicked the father out of the house. Yada. It continued on, spiral out of control. And then when the man have enough sense to know, say, your father not that bad, mother start all sort of things, threaten the man life, all sort of freakery. So that just play on. And it's a revolving cycle in your head. But if it's because I was in his position once where I was the younger one in a relationship like that, not at his age though. I think I was about 20 and she was 22. Does that count?
Oh no, it's only a 2-year difference. You just described a 5-year difference. Yeah, numbers do matter.
Yeah.
Just a 5-year difference between the man and the woman. Normally, and don't take this the wrong way, this is why they normally recommend that the woman date older men, not younger men. And I get it now because men, especially if you weren't given, like I said, he didn't have his father in the household, had a mother dealing with a wicked man because, etc., etc. Don't know his backstory, and quite frankly, we don't know if, these things are what, I digress. Point still stands. Without proper male guidance, it takes a longer time. Or better yet, some men never truly come into their masculinity correctly. They get what is known as a pseudo version of what they think it's supposed to be. So this is why when a truly masculine man meets a pseudo masculine man, there's always going to be conflict because what? The pseudo one thinks he knows what he's talking about. Compared to the man who was raised in true masculinity. That's all I'm saying. As it relates to that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just think there's this and the funny thing about this is not the first scenario that's happened because I'm pretty sure you guys have stories of something similar, probably not the same age difference, but there seems to be a growing issue I find, especially around jobs that require communication to be completely faultless, where two people decide that they want to see each other, but over time, all of a sudden, there are no boundaries set, no expectations of what should have been or what could have been. You just go with the flow until you hit a roadblock. Normally, that roadblock tends to be in the form of another man or another woman, but I digress.
Honestly, sometimes it doesn't have to be the form of a man or a woman. sometimes simple conversation and people just can't get along. When them realize that we're not on the same page, again, this is where the whole mental maturity comes into play. You understand me? But
yeah, but she said something to me, and I had to shoot it down immediately. No, and this is something I think a lot of women are very guilty of. And I quote, she said that the reason why she is the way she is at times is because she thinks everyone is going to be like her past boyfriend or whatever. And I'm presuming that is the same that got her pregnant. And she treats them as such. I shoot her down immediately and I say, that is selfish. And that's unfair. Because how would you like it if a guy got heartbroken and treated every girl like that girl and called him a slut at every point in time? See where I'm going with this? And she shut up because she know me right. You see, I get that people get hurt, and I get that it's not nice. Dario, you know. So, all right, I'm gonna make Bradshaw know exactly where you texted. Yo, Bradshaw.
yes.
This man, seriously, me I talk about a certain person who used to go out of college, who his main motivation in life is to make everybody know that she was heartbroken in college, which was her own fault. Furthermore, she is older than the two of us. She close to Bradshaw age, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not talking about Dario. She's a whole kettle of worms. She never is not about fear, expectations, fear. I'm convinced that she thought that she would be married by now. Good luck with that. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, anything can happen, but for somebody who makes it known to the world every day that I was heartbroken at such time in my life and still can't get over it because you did not do the right mental operations to solve that issue, and then you just go pass it on to your daughter like a dumbass. I mean, you only have yourself to blame. I mean, am I being harsh? I don't think so.
Unfortunately, but you are being
She's
honest.
using it as an excuse.
Yo, this man just said unfortunate. Bradshaw, why are you like this?
Because it's you. It's you.
What is that supposed to mean? I'm a good person.
Your red card numbers is but moving forward.
So because I have the most red cards in history on controversial topics, that means when I speak wisdom, it is such a shock.
You have more red cards than Sergio Ramos.
There you go. But that's not the point me I try to make. It's because of the red card.
But you're still right.
Doctor, at any point, you're right, but at any point you can go. Railings. This is what I say. With a grain of salt. Right now you are making very good points. I'm not hating, but there's
because it's me. Because it's me. No. Yeah.
Saying,
Sorry, I'm drawing up.
Your plan for
anyway. Back to the matter at hand.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can give these two estranged, confused people some advice from probably experienced things you have seen. I don't know. I mean, I've done some bit, but I've told them what I think they should do. I just think it's a battle of miscommunication. One I said them want know what they want, and one I said what them do already. Yet still, it's a whole lot. I just think that it's a miscommunication and disingenuity from both parties, to be honest.
Well, did they ever ask each other what they want out of this relationship?
Repeat that.
That in itself is one of the keystones of most people don't really ask the person I'm with. I mean, is it just sex? Is it an actual relationship?
No, this I think they've not done nothing physically yet, apart from probably, I guess, typical Meet and greet, kiss and nothing else. They don't have sex yet. From what I know, at least.
Well, if that be the case, this is where the question first. Before any intimacy, before any bonding, any pairing, because especially if this person, the man cares and the woman does not. Things that people be on the same page. The worst thing you can do as a man is invest emotion in someone who doesn't see the future of the relationship going that direction. You're going to waste your time. You're going to waste your emotions. And you're going to grow what is known as resentment. And resentment turns into anger. Anger turns into acts that you can't take back after you do it. That's all I'm saying. So I believe they should come to some agreement down and air out what they believe they want this relationship to go for, and also express all their concerns up front. Don't do the Disneyfication thing and say, "Oh, everything will work itself out." It normally doesn't. It only gets worse. Well, that's my suggestions. But yeah.
Sir, how old are they now again?
I am 23
years old.
Male 18.
Female is how much?
23.
And the guy is
18.
18. And the female has a daughter. So, yeah. Don't look at me like that.
I'm not looking at you. I have to look at you because they aren't here. So,
I know exactly why you are looking at me. The name that you just called. There's no comparison.
I know that. Wow. Okay. So.
Finally, a female perspective. Yes. Welcome,
so, yeah. Fill in tour because I have nothing nice to say.
Good night.
No. Hold on. Good night, not worry. But before I ask you this question, no, Dario, you're not go just not say anything.
No, I have something to say. It's just not very nice. So I'm trying to euphemize it. So just
we know
explain.
We know this.
Explain the story first, and then I will eventually just give my little euphemize.
Rub me out.
We're not rubbing you out, ma'am. Calm down.
Wait, what kind of rubbing we are talking about?
You're not the target tonight.
That woman do know.
Yeah. What kind of rubbing we are talking about?
You helped me out, so you're not the target tonight.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah, there you go. How she help you? How did she help you, sir?
I'll text you. That's what you're thinking. Not what you're thinking, sir. But you helped me out. Calm yourself, you disgusting bastard.
Hey, all right, that challenge are very difficult, you know. But anyways, so not to worry.
Yes.
All right, so essentially the topic is the setting of expectations for relationships as co-workers and not the work relationships, actual relationships. Now the scenario is a 23. You have a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Co-workers are not partners.
Depends on the context, don't you think?
Okay, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the scenario is a 23-year-old female and an 18-year-old male. Both have a crush on each other. Been talking for a while since what the great call centers called the pre-processing, and they still talk to this day.
Let me qualify what you're saying. You said a 23-year-old female and a 18-year-old male.
Mm-hmm. You heard him right.
I just wanted to know that I'm hearing you right. But continue.
Right. So they still talk to this day, but there seems to be some tension due to both having differing expectations. The 18-year-old would have essentially wanted to be in a relationship with this young lady. Young lady says she's not ready, says she's still trying to figure out some stuff. But at the same time, she speaks to many of the male friends she has, though she's not being with them. She also has a daughter, about the same age as yours, I presume, or younger, little younger, maybe. But I just want to know if there is some misbalance of what each person wants, or if they're just full of shit, essentially, like what Dario is about to say after you speak.
I first let me say I do not support a relationship where a female is older. I don't support that relationship. Why? Because females usually know what they want in a relationship and know what they want in life in general, whereas our male counterparts are sometimes not mentally up to scratch, not yet, right? So I cannot say unequivocally that I support that union, but I will say, based on her conversing with other males, I would say that she's really not interested in him and not telling him. That's my 2 cents.
All right, fair enough. You're muted. You're muted. So before you talk,
let me start over. Let me start over because I have to excite createment.
Oh yeah, true.
Yo, for the abuse of English language a while ago, anybody want to petition like a yellow card or a warning?
No, as in I'm going to create so much excitement I have to change the words.
Yeah, no, don't please. The cringe was real a while ago.
You soft. What's that word I'm looking for? It's like
Did we? All right. So I want to know. Did we create a whole heap of excitement a while ago regarding?
No. I just the
excitement about it yet because I'm so excited. Like
no, this gentleman here just sent some very interesting files to my phone, so I was just caught in the moment a while ago. But continue, Dario.
Yeah. With the female, she does not want this relationship. She's probably just trying to relive the past trauma and have a different outcome. And this dude, tell it, as dark as this might sound, tell him to go, as we would say, go run road. This is not for him. A long-term relationship with a woman who doesn't know what she wants. Tell him to go run road.
He does. I support that, Dario. I do.
My problem with that, though, well, not a problem with that. I agree because psychologically, to be in a serious relationship, when certain decisions have to make, Dan know the first. He has no life experiences. He's only 18. We might would have he's doing with a wife. They didn't say wife, a woman and her child. Not in high school. Oh my God, I'm saying that's a major problem, believe it or not. I mean, the dude's 18, we can go around the major one. And I know some people might look at me and say, well, I mean, love is love. It doesn't matter what it kind of does. It really does.
Yeah, they're saying they kind of lose it meaning.
Yeah, not everyone is Smokey Robinson. He got married at 18, and even he said, "Yo, don't do it." And he's still married today.
Yeah, understand me? So, if a green eye smooth talking brother can say that, who am I? Smokey Robinson, I am green, but you understand me? If him smooth as him is, have issues, and him a big and I don't say him don't recommend it. And if me as a man, remember my teen years,
and going through a roller coaster of emotions over and over again. Why am I do that?
And
A big woman. I know I'm a big woman. I don't mean she old, but she's a mother. She's not a girl anymore. That rule out.
she's been through life. He's just starting.
Exactly. And them kind of burden and feel we wouldn't want that for any man's son, any young man who don't know life yet. It's rough. I know the songs might come off a bit cold for certain viewers,
Yeah.
but you have to be realistic here, people.
Channel your inner Xavier.
Sorry, there's a difference. No. There's a difference in being there's a difference in being direct and being an asshole. We both know the difference.
So hold on. So I've never been direct and not be an asshole. That is what you're trying to look at me and tell me right now. Really?
No, you go to a dark place while saying what you're saying, and you just add some darktivity to it.
Yeah, I say, it's for the views.
Blues. Yeah, blues. Yes, you're done.
You realize how I calm down first, and then I kind of give my point of view.
Yeah,
and I was still blunt and slightly rude.
Yeah, but you know, I think the way you understand exactly what is being said, and it just touch a dark place in your past and the present.
Yeah, but it's like when you're code switching language or you control your blackness. Like one of my favorite comedians, Dion Cole, says he was on a plane going to Florida, and it was like a bunch of old people. He wanted to sit down by himself. So he put on his headphones, there was nothing playing, and just started singing some gangster rap music, like, kill these niggas, kill these. And no white person sat beside him. When the plane was about to take off, took off the headphones, because there was nothing playing, and took out his Sudoku board. Went back to his regular self. If he was doing that from day one, he would have people beside him. But that's the thing. That's kind of control your darkness in the same way that we can code switch from standard English to Creole to gangster, and we can control blackness. Yeah, I do. Me and Bradshaw do that. Yeah. You just
y'all really, you really say y'all. Okay, cool. All right, man.
What's wrong with the world, y'all? Anyway,
you're not saying nothing wrong. I just realized.
Yeah, I mean, even if you look at the fact that not to shit on single mothers, anything like that, but she got pregnant this early, and she was on her own from that early. I mean, she's actually gone through life and survived a bit. So for her to know, almost like she's looking back and dating an 18-year-old man, 18-year-old young man, who in his mind, I guess, believes he's stepping up to the plate to be a stepfather figure and boyfriend, husband. Like, it's just a no. It's just
and
a no.
I invent somebody.
And I don't think he understands the gravity of the situation, or like what it entails, what it will entail. Again, she has gone through life a bit, and the hard parts, and he's barely taking steps. And for this to be his introduction to life, to actual adulthood, it's a magnificent recipe for failure, and just like the scars,
like a whole traumatic experience for him, because even with her, because she has gone through him experiencing at this point in her life, she's like, oh my god, you're such a baby, don't be trifling, you know. While this is very real for him, she might understand, she won't necessarily really relate. In a sense where she's been over this You understand? She's been over this or wound them heal, they don't even see the spot no more. And so she will basically be annoyed by his transitioning through things that she's already gone through for the most part, and would probably consider that he is not as focused or even express that he's not as focused because of what he's presently encountering.
Well said.
Agreed.
I mean, the guy thinks he sees what he wants, and he thinks that he's being a man in this regard. That's just my take on it. But I don't think he wants this to be his introduction. I mean, even if she was in different circumstances, well, if the circumstances were different, she probably wouldn't be with him.
Agreed.
Because if, like, for argument's sake, if she was actually with a good dude who maybe he passed away, and that's why she's a single mom, then I'm pretty sure that she would have gone through less trauma and been in a state where she'd want a different kind of guy to step up and help. Since she already know what, a mature, sensible dude is, not a guy who's just learning.
And honestly, this is also something most people don't understand. So when you have a child that young, especially when, child is conceived, how old is the child? By chance, doctor?
I had to estimate 4 or 5.
Well,
I think.
when she had that child, she was like 18 or not?
Yep. I think she said she had it when she was in talking about 11 to 6 form, something about them years, about 11th grade or so.
17 to 18. So
She was 17, 18.
So she probably got pregnant 17 and had a baby 18.
yeah, point still stands that psychologically she was never in a place. So, and enough people don't think that this does affect the way a woman peer bond with her. And after that, so many things that are not being said, situation that can also be a factor with her fine. And then again, I'm not sure if someone made this point. She probably really thinks that this probably is the best she'll ever have because psychologically she's not there. And then again, that's the next thing too. There's so many issues right with the situation. We don't know if psychologically ready for a man in her age or higher. Maybe she's still maybe she's still that scared of teenager with a daughter. Because people have this
Yeah,
misconception.
and she really probably has not figured out herself on what she really wants, but she knows she has responsibilities and it's going to annoy her that person is not there on that level of responsibility.
And that can also really feed into doctor's original point about the whole, she talking to more than one guys. Maybe she probably really isn't. Maybe she's not. She is. Maybe she really is not trying to find a replacement for said guy. But at the same time, she has to keep her options open because what? Psychologically, we don't know if she's on the level. So she's looking for someone, God forbid,
Mr. Bradshaw, I'm going to ask you to pause a minute, and I'm going to ask Dario and Doctor to share what they're them colluding.
I got you.
Who want to know what's up?
All right, fine.
I was actually texting him and asking him if the young lady is related to another colleague of ours from college.
Because the similarities are just
similarity in the facial structure and the complexion. That's what I was asking him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was just dispelling my theory. I actually thought she was like a sister or something. But yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, gents, there, again, so much of the story is not being told, but these are very valid factors that could also dictate the way how she's behaving, especially towards Mr. Young Man. I know that sounds, but
To be fair, I don't want to pretend as if I know the full length of their backstories. And to be fair, I don't think I really want to because so much trauma there's only so much therapy I can do myself. But I think I've given them enough advice for them to just have a talk. Them said they want to have a online chat, the three of us, and we're going to hear two sides, and that's going to be fun. But I don't tell the two of them this. I'm going to say, if the two want to stop talk now, what was the point of all of this then? I'm not saying you have to like each other the way you did. And yes, the feelings will be hard to die down, but a couple years from now, you don't want to another give a shit. It's just the way life goes.
but you're right. Love now doesn't survive.
But I know this might be a bit off topic, but it kind of fits into everything we're talking about. So do we want to talk about the similarities?
Actually, yeah.
I mean, let's think about it. Two of them are working in one call center. Two of them look very sexy. Two of them have a kid. The only difference is one is closer to Bradshaw's ears. The other one is close to ours.
And they're processing the trauma in similar ways.
Well, there's two differences. One no post them. Well, no, that I like. Two of them post them feelings on your story. Shit.
They're actually processing the trauma in similar ways, though. That's why I really thought it was her sister. Can't blame her for asking.
Old as Bradshaw, and young as yeah, but they both think the same way. Translation, they're still both little girls in their heads. Yeah, in a way, and this and their effort initially hit them. It's like them freezing bodies, their mind is sensitive. And this is why therapy is needed. I get it now. Feel me? I genuinely understand why it's
Like, therapy should be mandatory from you reach 18, fam.
be honest with you.
Unless you're Rajiv.
No.
Including Rajiv. You should be strapped to a chair.
But no. You see you what you are trying to promote. You go make Rajiv kill somebody then. You can't imagine somebody and force Rajiv to listen to a therapist. Rajiv will
Okay, I get it. Can I get the point out before I forget it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rajiv then would laugh.
If I get it, mega problems. But so I was trying to give an example, right? Even though I didn't want to bring this person up. She's an ex of mine that
You're breaking up.
Oh, sorry. You hear me now?
Yeah.
I said, an ex of mine, she also kind of fell in the same situation, but she was guided into her own pitfall by a member of her family. Long story. Again, I'm not going into that, but the point still stands. When she had her first child, she was still stuck in the mind of a 17-year-old. Come next month, she will be 30 years old. She still has the mind of 17. I'm talking about things which she's supposed to know in her 20s. She don't know. Like certain coping mechanisms she don't know. Quite frankly, if anybody ever take her up, these then he is not getting a 30-year-old, getting a 17-year-old. That's sad. Like, it's ridiculously sad. That's all I'm saying.
But where I draw the line with the comparisons, though, you know, people.
I wanted to point, just wanted to make a statement I heard from a psychologist where they said trauma can keep you at the same age that you experienced it.
True.
And I think that's what's going on with the female, the young lady.
Young ladies.
Well, young ladies.
Well, to be fair, all right. I guess we might as well just prepare sauce up the red card, because we must get the red card by the time we don't say this one.
That's the word.
I have sympathy, but I don't think I can understand why the young lady, not the one that I use for our example, the other one, because you're supposed. Wait, which direction is it to men again, Dario? Is it the right side? All right, so the right side is for men, and she go left. She continued going left for 3 years, and got heartbroken. And as one of my drunker friends would say, "You're crying over fingers." But what I find very interesting though, during that time frame she found time free, have relationship with the people in trucks, man. And I believe she did with one of the rugby guys them too. On and off. Don't remember who don't look at me like that.
All right, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Her multiple relations.
Mm-hmm.
People who are 50 have multiple relations.
That's
Right?
not the point I'm trying to make, not to her.
What I am trying to say is that you're pointing on this person's track record of whom they
No,
date
that's
and
not.
even the sex
The track
of
record is
the
not the
person
importance.
whom they date. Is irrelevant to the fact that
Track
they may
record
not
isn't
have
important. It's the context behind it.
or understand, but you're not bringing the context. So what I am trying to say is this: it's irrelevant, and you need to address the point of her trauma as to why it is that she's not doing what she's supposed to do, why she's not leading a healthy life in terms of her mental capacity. That's what we're talking about.
You know what I have to say to that, not to worry. That will never happen. The simple fact of what Dario said, the psychologist said, she's around 30 now. Same age as the same example Bradshaw gave us. And she's still in the mind of her. When she went to start college again, Dario? 24, 23?
Yeah.
Or younger?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, what it sounds like, it sounds judgmental of this other person, passing down your personal judgment based on your personal spectator seat. That's not what we're here for, is what I'm saying.
Well, I can say a good amount of information is already addressed. People can draw conclusions as relates to this topic, but I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, make the information objective and not just subjective, because at the end of the day, the show is it's worldwide. You get what I'm saying? It's not just a GC niche or a Jamaica niche. People all over the world are having similar issues. So give them things that are applicable.
Well, gentlemen. Okay, then. What are your views on what she just said?
What?
In short, I just want to say they both need therapy.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like, just like in a nutshell, just.
Mm-hmm. He lacks the stable maturity of a man to step up and be any man in.
I mean, one thing
Well,
I can say, he's on the right track.
They would definitely need therapy. Anybody in certain situation would need therapy.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I can definitely say, the guy is kind of on a pretty decent track. Can say he will definitely be a decent man, but this should not be his intro to being a man.
Okay.
This should not be his intro.
I support that. I support that.
And she needs to get her shit sorted before her shit gets worse.
Agreed.
Yeah, because the thing about us as adults and by extension parents, we have to figure out our lives not in front of our kids so that they don't have to heal from the problems that we have on our demons.
Is that how you can answer that very controversial message that you just sent to me?
Sorry, repeat?
You want to answer that message that you just use and scramble my brain a couple seconds ago, sir?
Oh, sorry. But
but because I just want to get to the thoughts because I wanted to know if I was doing a bad job as a friend and a therapist in some aspects, yeah. But pretty much.
all right. Was there anything else to the story? Cause
Not that I am aware of. Like it's because I don't want the hand of Natura reaching over and telling me hush child. I haven't subjective or passed my judgment for speaking to multiple men. To be honest, I don't really care. I mean, if a female wants to do that, that's by all means that on her. I just think that without setting the proper expectations, you put yourself in a position where you are likely to be hurt, even if you weren't supposed to be. Unlike me, who for some reason everybody in my department know my name, and I don't like that. Don't like it at all.
you're a decent scapegoat.
Yes, a decent scapegoat for the wrong reasons, and you know the reasons me I talk about.
I guess I could be a decent scapegoat too, but I'm kind of dark, so I guess they wouldn't go down the Dario route. So Doctor is always there.
Yeah,
you're more passive aggressive when provoked. I'm aggressive when I'm provoked. So
I can't be aggressive if I do. We both know what happens.
Exactly.
No, to be fair, when I get angry, you know when I'm angry, and it's not for the faint of heart. Though we know this better than anybody. Rugby feel has taught him that when Doc is angry, like could a girlfriend, brother, sister, everybody I get something. And it's not.
He's gonna cry and kill you at the same time. He's gonna cry at the funeral. He's that kind of anger because he suppresses it a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you step on my toe, I'm gonna say, yo, you step on my toe. If you walk off, I'll leave it. If you try to fight it, I'm gonna knock it the hell out. He's gonna suppress it a bit longer than I will. So when it does come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of have the same fear for my brother because he laughs at a lot.
Which one?
The older one.
Okay.
So he laughs at a whole lot, and he keeps a lot in. And I'm just afraid for the person who really I could get him upset, get him out on that limb.
Yeah, just get all 30 something years worth of pent up rage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
One time. Oof.
I messaged you.
Me?
Yes, of course.
Mercy. Oh boy. Sorry, what were we talking about again? Or like you have a different topic?
To be fair, I mean, I was just planning on freestyling from here. I mean, there's a ball of emotions that's just waiting to hear my mouth through the scheme tonight, you know? Because I might finally be free of the burden that is GC Foster.
I'd have to get my textbook to start writing. To answer your text.
Is that next workshop here for do? Alright, yo, let me just ask it. So, Dario, is it that she knows?
I don't know if she knows, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know if she knows that you have a crush on that girl, which is why I'm asking you if she knows.
I don't think so. I'm nothing to tell her.
Okay, then.
By accident. Or upon purpose.
Well, she know when she watch this.
Fuck. You set me up for that one, the pussy soul.
Anyway, you asked. So wait, what was the next topic on the topic docket, or should I bring up one?
Next topic can be a freestyle. We're freestyle tonight. Most like our breakfast.
So we're just going to run over this crush as if it never happened. Like you never said that.
What about the causes? Dario, you piece of shit. You're
the one who asked. You could have stick to text, you know.
No, but you said the word. So now not to go to there ask questions.
A freestyle session, what a problem.
I hate you both.
And of course we love you.
Shut up.
So how long has this crush needed to iron?
What?
How long has the crush been needing to iron? A while.
A year and a half.
Oh shit.
Was tournament. Remember the tournament? The tournament has been a year, Dario. It's a year and a half. Because we're almost through half of the year. Of this year.
I mean, I thought this was something you knew. Considering we just raised the white flag.
It's not that easy.
Especially
just to raise the white flag.
Can't just drop your girls like that. You're mad?
It's not. We have look.
So you already had a bench player.
Listen.
You already had a player on the bench.
Listen. Just listen. I have not raised any flag at any point.
Of course you did. You are fresh out of a relationship, so you would have just raised that white flag.
Let me ask you a relationship.
Well, not to, let me ask you a serious question. The whole time I told you about that relationship, at what point did you ever consider that a relationship? You remember what you told me the first time I told you about it?
Still, your perspective.
Out of respect, not to worry, I have not seen or spoken. I have not had physical. You know, say this, me can't take it. Not to worry. Let me speak. Let me speak.
Got you.
I have not flirted with anyone. I have not spoken to anybody in that context. I have not had physical intercourse with anyone. I have not kissed anyone.
Besides himself.
I have not even bought a box of chocolates for anybody, so I don't know what you are talking about. Me not look, I'm not talking to nobody. So I'm pretty sure I'm in the boundaries of your rules.
Right. Let me come out clearer for you. Right? I'm just gonna come out clearer for you because
virginity forever.
Yeah. So I was saying up to probably 2 months ago. Up to 2 months ago, I'm just going to give that estimate that we would have been in a union or what you consider to be a union until you learn otherwise.
I find it hilarious, the person who jumped out of a relationship and had somebody speaking to them in them DMs that tell me about months and what in advance. You know, I find it very hilarious that such person tell me this now, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you can elaborate.
No. Oh, you could have run for prime minister because you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, as I was saying, you can definitely elaborate on that. But until then, what I'm saying is, up to 2 months ago, there was no flag to wave, right? So how is it that this crush needed to cross over a year now?
Because the crush doesn't know that I have a crush.
Exactly.
All right.
The crush turned into wrinkles.
No, but I was bring right now further because, you know.
What is there to waste? You know, sir, for someone who is so easy to pick up information, I find it surprising that Natware doesn't know who we are speaking about, Dario.
I'm not saying that whatever, I'm just saying the match not and we don't like that.
Well, we feel much, so that's probably one of the reasons. But at the same time, what is not adding up for you, Natware? Let me see if we can help you.
Your timeline.
Timeline of what? All right. So, all right. Met the crush 2020, technically speaking, when we first spoke to each other, 2020 January. One who I was in a so-called relationship in that time frame. All that time after, relationship ended about several weeks ago. How many sound so far, Dario? And since that time, I have done nothing. I have not even texted said crush. So what exactly is not adding up for you, ma'am?
All right, go on go first, crush, sir. Go on go first.
Also, no, you want me to come and indulge in the person of crushes.
Make sure you get the starch, spray starch, you know, steaming iron.
Yo, this attack against Xavier Doctor requires a red card. I am holding a petition for it, please.
All right, to offset your attack, can I talk about my crush?
Yes. The only difference between my crush and your crush, you actually iron it out in a more uncoordinated way.
But ironing nonetheless.
Yeah, me not even plug in the iron yet. That's a worst part. No current now going in the iron.
Wow. Anybody who watches this probably hate us for going around so many corners. My God.
I think when they watch this, they're going to know exactly who we are talking about for those who actually pay attention. And when they find out, them just go laugh after we.
They probably laughed after me. I don't think they would laugh after yours. Isn't that clear?
It's not going to be clear to them, but the person is going to be clear to the person and the other person. The others,
possibly. There's a chance.
Get someone texting now with
DMs. Just keep an eye on your DMs. Anyway, my crush hates the fact that I have tattoos. However, she loves me enough to accept me with my tattoos and will only complain on occasion.
On occasion?
That's love.
That's all that not to worry.
Is it that we're not getting? Is it that we're not getting any more tattoos, considering our
I am getting more tattoos.
Now you have a tribal tattoo. Forget on him. Yes, sir. Asleep.
I
Left
know
arm.
this. I know this. This is why I'm questioning the merits of this curse. Because if you're understanding and accepting that you have an existing situation, that's fine because I met you with this. But then you're going to move to get more. You're going further down the rabbit hole.
No, this is something I already planned from years in advance.
You understand that you planned it year in advance, but does your crush understand that this is going to happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and they are willing to deal with it.
Yes. And she will only complain on occasion.
Sir. Congratulations, sir.
Does not have a choice.
I'm gonna lend you a little electricity. Come on, crush press out fast.
No worry, I'll get Dario about the next year till he finally says something. Me on the other hand, I need several bottles of spray starch, couple iron, and a little boost in confidence before me. But
industrial strength iron board.
You Mr. Doctor, need confidence booster. I didn't believe it.
All right, wait, just hear me out. Not confidence to speak. It's confidence in knowing the type of person I'm dealing with. It's not your average run around dumbass. There's somebody who know what they are about. It's somebody who is very aware of what they are. It's somebody at that part in their life. And somebody who has been through some struggles. Yeah, even though I don't know what those struggles are. But she's immaculate enough, intelligent, and she's extremely hungry. She loves eat food. So it's a good thing to know for cook a little bit. Not like Dario, but can manage myself, you know?
Why do you have to advertise?
Oi.
Don't mention that, because...
Sir, you advertise yourself on WhatsApp already, so you don't get knocked.
No, it is annoying because every time I post up something I cook on WhatsApp, loans are Virgo like, how can you cook and you're still single? Your husband material, blah blah. It is infuriating.
And Virgo should be the last two persons asking about how you're still single.
That's
how long
quite funny.
How long loans
I'm sure with you, Dario.
So repeat that word.
I'm gonna send you something.
But yeah, like every time I cook, like, yo, husband material. Like, bruh, no, it just means I'm a chef. I'm a chef without proper training.
Yo, all your pressure that I need for when I make the food, I just 2 bullhorn. Just 2 bullhorn them, all you need for that is get the rope. And tie rope. You complete the time process of the food. Oh boy, shit. Her life is going to be so enjoyable. It's going to be so easy. Dario cooks the food. She eats. Thai process complete. And we go from there.
I don't work obvious, sir.
It's not obvious. It's all about the magic. See what I did there? The magic.
What's the magic to blouse and skirt?
With my person now, I know she have enough. So yo, me eat enough. So I don't know how that go work, but we are find a way. And I'm not aware of my person what she want that about.
Yo, one story. I want to fight for this, but it's so. She sent me a tweet where somebody asked, "Why are you single?" and the person replied, "Relationships are for big people, my love."
That's rough. That's rough.
Apparently, I'm a boy.
Well, you're not willing to give up a kid, then so clearly you're a boy.
Well. Apparently, I don't love my mom either.
You know, this keeping thing will carry on.
Yo, I mean, I don't realize that every time Notorious said something on controversial topics, we just take it as a blasted meme.
Oh my God.
Because
all right, hold on. Hold on, no. Your reflection, just like your idea of love, is going to be a sorry, your relationship, just like your idea of love, is going to be a reflection of you. So, like, if you are a toxic, like, horrible person, that is how you're going to express your love in toxic and horrible ways. It doesn't mean you don't love the person. It just means that you as an individual are fucked up, and therefore your expression of love is going to follow that same logic and be as fucked up as you are. That is really how love works.
That is fact still.
So I mean, if you say when you love, you will do physical acts like give up your kidney, then you're gonna give up your kidney. I mean, if I will give up something else, I make a different type of sacrifice or so forth. That's me.
Oi.
Exactly.
Not no Baphomet shit.
Oi. We done give up a piece of herb already. Them not need no more.
Well.
That was not of your own free will. That not count.
We were asleep when it happened, biblically speaking.
Hold on. Let me ask you a serious question. Hold on.
It was not of your own free will.
Let me ask you a serious question. Every girl will ever get their virginity take, was it of their free will as well?
Excuse me?
Every girl that has...
I can only account for one.
Answer my question and stop stalling. You're not a vehicle.
I am saying I can only account for one V card. That's all I'm saying. Yes, that's all I can say. There would have been several incidences happening in people's lives. So you have some people who willingly went.
Make them take accountability for their action. It can't come. It's not coming back. It's not coming home. This is not England. This is not England Euro 2020. It's not coming back.
You're avoiding the whole scenario. That there are multiple possibilities resulting in the loss of same. You have women who go horse riding and it's gone. You have women who are raped and it's gone. You have women who willingly
do gymnastics,
yes, and it's gone. So which group, who is your target market here?
Target market. Am I buying stuff, miss?
The target audience then.
Better she said that when she said market, she make it look like say, yo, we are some black market dealers. My target are individuals, not females, because men do this a lot too. Are the individuals who get them virginity tech and then enter a home. Well, after they went willingly. Not worry, you know, so me and you could have never married because I'm most close to face down and remember I love her too much. Most. What? Every time she interrupt me for me, if you talk process now and then they can't talk.
My fist on the drive. Okay.
I think it's me, it's me. Honestly.
Yes,
a lot of people say it's you. It's almost me. Okay, let me behave. Go ahead.
Not to worry, behave. That's so funny. Anyways, the basic thing I am trying to say is that you have many individuals out there that have their virginity taken. And then when the relationship doesn't work out, well, you already know where I go with this. Drunk crosses, why you do it? What if me didn't know? It's always if me didn't know. Yeah. Whose fault is that?
A lot of times you know, but you're just not paying attention.
Let me just say that of course is an immature reaction, because if you made up your mind knowing full well that this is a situation that is only one time. You already know the probability of the relationship working out, even though you hope and pray and probably make daily sacrifices to God. But if it's not to be, it's not going to be. So if it's a case where the relationship or union is going to end at any point, you already knew that it's irreversible. So why are you fronting or fussing about what gone and can't forward back?
I don't know if that's a shit about herself.
Really?
I have a question I wanted to ask. I was thinking about it today from something my friend said, but when you finish.
She is finished.
I'm finished. You can go ahead.
Okay.
Better, you come. You come. You come.
You know.
Like, okay, so bear with me.
Let me just throw in this little shade. Okay?
Okay.
Of course I came. Did you? Or have you?
No,
after like,
no worry about that.
Virginity after like an hour.
You know why you don't worry about that? When I come. That is all you need to worry about.
Yeah, losing my virginity wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
It was painful for me.
It wasn't painful for me, but it took me like over an hour to come. And I was like, yo, this is sex. This is what the niggas have been bragging about. Like, this is not that fun.
Oi, I bled.
And it took me a while to come. And mostly because the girl was kind of boring. Like, she talks a big game, but like... She talks a big game, but like porn was better.
Can't do shit, as Chris Rock would say.
She just lied there, but like watching porn was. I wasn't even masturbating back then, but watching porn was more fun than having sex with her. No disrespect or no shade intended. But
not worry. You would say a sort of flexibility and all these things and display good comes and lose your soul in the first 5 seconds.
I can only wish. Anyway,
you know the worst thing about being a man sometimes?
What?
Even if you don't have a crush, you just see a girl and you just mentally like her, bro. If her image is in your head for the whole day, I guarantee you're either going to dream about her or you're going to masturbate to her. One out of the two.
I don't.
It's called lusting.
Anyway, do you guys believe in love at first sight?
No.
Not worry, we're not talking about you. You know, not talking about you.
Yeah, giving away a kidney at first sight.
Can't give me kidney on sight.
Alright, hold on. Listen to me. So I've always said, hell no, it doesn't exist. It's childish. It's immature. It's stupid. Makes no sense. Like, that has always been my stance.
What?
But now my stance is starting to evolve. So I was thinking about calm down.
Spray starch. Just
no, that has nothing to do with my crush, sir.
Boy, are you going to look at me and tell me the first sighting was not my God?
Yeah, this is the first time I saw her. I was like, wow, she's cute. I like her. But that's it. It was just physical. Anyway, this is my thing. I have a thing where I can literally meet a person for the first time, and either before talking to them or within a few minutes of talking to them, or like specifically a woman, I can say, oh, this relationship would work out, this relationship would not work out. She's my type, she's not my type. But in the same way that I can like look at a female or assess a female in that short space of time to say no or yes to a relationship or asking her for her number, is that like the same kind of observatory skill that other people would have without realizing that they can say yes, they are in love with this person, or maybe some kind of, as we Jamaicans would say, some kind of spirit taking thing. like your spirit just agrees with this person. So yeah, like he's the one or she's the one.
I think
If that makes sense.
I think you're at the spirit check. And it can be intense upon meeting somebody because it's not refreshing because you had so many bad relations before or you had a bad interaction. And so no, this person is refreshing because seemingly they're everything you hoped for, they're everything you really planned for. You understand? So I can understand where an intense loss would overtake you in that situation.
Yeah, but for
But
some of the people, it's not
you
necessarily
still
lust.
can
It's not necessarily that carnal that they just want to have sex with them.
not
It's
a
that they do want
physical,
to be
it's
with
not
them.
just a physical, it's not just a physical that I would say would be lost. Because the feeling you're experiencing at that point, yes, you want to be with them, yes, you would want to see a future with them, but of course you have to see whether or not you're compatible with that person, which is what you are trying to evaluate on spot. I've always heard people say you need to see your partner when they're happy, when they're upset, when they are down, when they are up. You have to see them in different light to have an understanding of whether or not you are able to unconditionally love this person through whatever comes. And I have had something similar. I've also witnessed people going at it. And from what I would have observed, I can tell you that most people would have shied away or ran away from the situation. And to this day, I can't even speak of what happened. I can't speak of what happened, but
It sounds like you're talking about
that
your parents.
person has to live with this. That person has to live with this. No, it's not my parents.
I don't know.
My parents are
It just sounded like
No, they are an open book. They can, of course, be discussed in terms of their marriage and what it is that they did or didn't do or whatever the case is. But no, it's not about them. It's about a young lady and a young mister that I knew about a little bit over my age at the time. And something happened. It was traumatic. And she literally just had to stand by her husband. I'm thinking I don't know what I would have done in that situation, to be honest, even though I would give my kidney. You see what I'm saying? So everybody has their personal limits as to what it is they are able to put up with and not able to put up with.
but I mean to be ready and willing to do that shit at first sight. Give you my bank
Exactly.
information.
No, exactly.
For me, love is giving
I'm
you
something
access to my banking
crazy.
information.
I don't believe that.
You're not getting access to my banking information. I'm sorry. If my
That's
broke.
That
the
will never
point.
happen.
It's
That's the
jokes.
point.
Fam, even if I had like legit 17 cents in the bank, I'm not giving you my PIN. I'm not giving you the password to the online banking.
All right. Grown folks do grown folks things, and that's why, like I said, we're single because we're not so old, right? Um, People who are in committed unions, who are in stable, non-toxic relationships, are able to do that. They're able to share that information with their partner, even if it's a case where they have a single joint account and they funnel funds into that account for home upkeep. So we're both taking care of the home, we're both taking care of the kids, and we both pull funds from said account to do whatever it is that we need to do. So, for instance, normally it's a case where women manage the household, so the money is transferred from her account into that joint account. Money is transferred from his account into that joint account, and female goes about. We pay the bills. We take the kids to their pediatrician. We get groceries. Whatever repairs need to be done around the house, whatever the case is. Husband will probably draw funds from said accounts as well to buy the necessary supplies to conduct the repairs and so forth and so forth. But still, of course, maintaining your individuality, you would keep your own account. I believe in that. I mean, if you want to surprise your partner, you won't be able to surprise your partner as much as you would like to
Lie.
if it is that you're both on the same account.
Lie.
Yeah?
You don't know Dario.
I'm just saying, because if it is that we're both saving in the same account,
We are gonna surprise our crushes. Don't worry.
No, listen, I'm saying, mega surprise my husband mega buy my new car. Go so boom and move $2 million out of the account. Man, yeah, go open out and drop out. So
You know what? I have.
I say, yo, clean up, woman, and clean up my account. Bless me. You know, see that?
One other two things will happen to Natur. Is either he's going to be very happy, or Natur is going to get what happened in 50 Shades. That is all I will say. I'm not talking about the kind that leaves you wanting more. The man will do that to you and lock you up in a room and lock you in there for about a couple of days. For you to think about your actions.
No, it will be the 50 days kind of thing. 50 Shades kind of thing. Spanking and all that. Anyway. And
saving in the same account. I don't know if that. I mean, it's possible, but yo, all I know is all I can say is your personal account, them separate, and you have your family account where two want to put on the money to. That's all I can say.
okay, so why do you think
to make it kind of like
some guys, you're not gonna know this.
No, I'm not about that. I'm about remove red trap. Because red trap kind of just asleep already. So
Been asleep.
Yeah, so actually my dumpling and
would treat their side chicks better than their wives.
Makes no sense to me. And why would you even have side chicks in the first place if you're now gonna commit to it? Here's the thing.
I've seen different sides of it, which is why I understand it sometimes, and other times it still doesn't make much sense.
No, understand.
So hold on. So commonly, when a dude is cheating on his wife with side chick or side chicks, it's a case where he's just immature and either he cannot ask for, say, a polygamous relationship or handle one, or he's just like a freaking dog and just cheating or whatever. However, I've seen instances where the dude will have his long-term bona fide girlfriend and or wife, which he chose, still his fault, but which he chose in error at an earlier point in time. And after the tribulations and trials that he's gone through within said relationship, his side chick is now, I would say, the ideal woman that he would have wanted or should have been with. And that is why he's now.
Of course, it would have more sound like somebody you know. What?
Let I finish. But, ironically, it also relates to somebody you know, and I'm like a lot of other guys that I've met, and women as well.
Call name.
No, call no name, I beg.
No, I can't call any names. Can I? No, I can't.
No.
I can't give titles. I can't give titles either. All I can say is people I know. Like men and women I've met. So they got married early, or probably got married because someone got pregnant, or they were together from early, and they're just too well knitted to leave now. But like this person is toxic, or because they've gotten used to the person, they stop showing love, stop showing respect, started neglecting the other, and now they're with the side piece who shows them, the genuine unconditional love, regardless of arguments or whatever, like just a non-toxic person. And the side piece, becomes like a safe haven in the form of a relationship or in the form of a person. Do you think like both of them are wrong? Or they should just like man up or woman up and just leave the bad relationship for the good one?
There's so many sides to that, and each situation would be on its own. Because even recently, I had a reason to review a situation, and when you think about it, the same knife will stick sheep stick good. So even though this person is happy with you now, what is going to stop that situation from reoccurring with you in maybe 3 to 5 years when you're all the way committed into the situation? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
If this person did it once before, they can do it again, Believe me. And this is why I had said on a previous podcast that people need necessary for them to have that heartbreak.
Dario.
Because once you recover from that heartbreak,
Dario,
there
in
is
the episode so we can just
nothing.
like stop the recording and like continue talk. Because this no need rest of this no need for the podcast. I don't know if we continue with the podcast. No.
You can end the podcast.
So you want end the recording so that we can call names and have a conversation as opposed to put this on the podcast?
Yes.
I could just text you names in the fam.
But this
There's always WhatsApp.
In the episode of my youth.
Fab, we've been recording for 1 hour 10 minutes.
Brother, something like that. We don't talk. Oh, today's topic was so weak. Out of all I topic them, it was so weak, honestly.
No, but you told me that you had a good thing lined up, so that's why I didn't write anything. I have lists.
To be fair, me not tell you. The passing of the last grade kind of did just overwhelm me. So I kind of just forget about everything.
Then why didn't you say something? We spoke about this up to yesterday.
No, but me come to say, yo, make we just do it because tomorrow at the big.
Hold on. And we just stop the recording.
Excuse me?
The recording. Stop the recording.
Stop the recording.
Anyways.
Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay awesome. We apologize. We're actually gonna speak about this topic more in depth. There still won't be any name calling unless we use aliases. But
we don't do that here.
Thank you again for support. Like, share, comment, cuss us out, dislike, whatever you want. And thank you. Stay awesome, and we'll see you next week.
Remember, you can't make a female national team.
You had to drop it in. Take care.